Hi, I'm back again, and I'm going to do this card draw now, and then get my box, and then unbox it. But I want to get the cards done because I don't know how much time I'll have to do it later on. So, day 25. Yes, it is day 25. I've uploaded 24 videos in 24 days. And after this, I won't be doing... I'm doing actually a challenge where that one's one video a week. I'll be doing more than one video a week, I think, because I need to get more practice of doing all the other stuff. I mean, this last 3 weeks has really been a little thing for me to get into the habit and keep doing it and learn tricks as I go and see what I actually need. And the only way you can do that is by actually doing it. You know, you don't know what you need until you start making videos. You don't know what tripod or what lights or what everything you need. You have to do the thing. It's no point buying gear until you actually know how and what you're going to use it for. I can't do I have to, you know, it's got to be hands-on. It's got to be whatever. We've got Mount Doom. Is it Barrador? Wow. New beginnings. That was me being extremely scary. Maybe it's my lamp that died. I'm going to get a new one. There we go. So that'll be the where the ring had to be thrown and where the ring was cast, wasn't it? It was when Saruman made the ring. He made it, and in the Mount Doom, and then they had to throw it back in, and that's where Gollum ended up, because it was the only way to destroy it. A pretty amazing story, really. The whole thing, the psychology behind it, and is incredible. So what do we think of the Death card? In the Rider-Waite, it's the traditional... I want to prop this up somewhere, but I can't prop it up against a candle. Maybe my mug. I've got... I've got this tea I made. It's black tea, like black tea with made with real like tea leaves and coconut shavings and a bit of vanilla, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'll just try and find the Death card out of the Rider-Waite deck. Although everyone will know that. I don't know why I'm doing it, really. Just, well, some might not. It just gives us just a reminder. I mean, I think there's probably some people out there who do tarot who've never had a Rider-Waite tarot deck. You don't know, do you? I mean... Anyway, so the Death card is related to Scorpio. But it's actually not really about death. It's more about transition. So it's a watery card, though. There he is with his white rose on the black background. And then there's the people lying around and the children, like the battlefield. And we'll put that one there. And I've actually got my Deviant Moon. I might get the Death card out of that one too. Yeah, the Death card is really about new beginnings and transformation. But I think in the original Rider-Waite, they did see it as like mortality and destruction. But also it can be lethargy and inertia, but I think that's if it's reversed. Where's my Deviant Moon deck? I had it here. Oh, there it is. In the Deviant Moon, it's just 13. A lot of cards don't actually use the word death. They just use a number. I mean, decks use the number 13 rather than the name. So you will have seen this one too. I wanted to get this one out because it's a really interesting death card. It's actually perfect because some people find it disturbing. I actually don't. That's it, you see? Now I see this card like the very pregnant belly. So that's a new beginning, and it's the end of an old thing. And to me, I think this is the crushing of this old demon and ready for the new. So that's how I see that card. I can't remember what the book says about it, but it is a good new beginning card, and like crushing away the demon thing and saying, "Be gone with you. We're starting again. Be gone with you, bad voices. You can make videos. You don't have to worry. You're not a weirdo." There we go. 3 little death cards. That's my least favourite. This is pretty good but I love these wood engravings. I love the and I like the Deviant Moon, as we all know. Okay, I'm going to have to put these away. I might leave them. I might put that one away because I've got to make room. Oh, my video, yes. I could not believe when I watched the video on YouTube. I watched the beginning to see if it had uploaded properly. I just normally, once I've uploaded it, I skip through a couple of bits just to make sure it's there, the beginning and the end. That was a trick I learned. I didn't used to do that at first. See, so many little tiny stupid things, well, they're not stupid, so many valuable things you learn by making videos every day. That way you don't get a chance to forget the things you've learned, hopefully. Because that happens quite a lot too. And that was one of them, because a couple of the videos I realised they were uploaded and half of the end wasn't there, or when I clicked render it, I hadn't put the marker in the right place to make it all be there. And that won't make any sense to most people, but because I'm learning the software too, I thought I may as well start with, you know, the software and So let's see what else we've got from the Saltwater card. Oh, we haven't read the Lord of the Rings guidebook. So let's have a quick look at that. So Death, yeah, Mount Doom. Amon Amarth represents the transforming properties of fire, shaping and remaking everything it touches. As Death, Mount Doom is an avatar for creation and destruction, for parting with what no longer serves you. Although plenty of lives were lost in the eruption of Mount Doom, this card does not mean a literal death. Instead, look at it as an opportunity to explore how loss can yield a gain. As the Fellowship quest ended with a volcanic explosion, so ends a phase in your life. Although it can be painful, try to focus on how the experience will help you grow. I've had a lot of cards like that recently and I looked at it as the empty nest thing. Okay, so now I've got to do 13. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've got rough seas. Wow, they're really coming out today. And the unexpected. I don't think I want the unexpected. That's slightly worrying. My daughter's away, so I've been looking after the babies with her partner. I've got to quickly rush to the meaning before I think too many bad things. There we go. The unexpected. So you've got lightning, it looks like, doesn't it? And the rough seas. She can go on the Deviant Moon. Many of the storms experienced out at sea are extremely powerful and disruptive. This is because it is out at sea that many of our tropical cyclones form, and from here they travel towards the coastlines. The event of a storm or cyclone can result in damaging winds, heavy large swells, lightning, thunder and heavy rainfall. While many of the creatures deep in the ocean are protected, those who live in the shallow waters of the reefs and coastlines can be devastated by these regular natural occurrences. When you draw the Rough Seas card, it tells you that you are going through a period of great and rapid change. Well, this is true. There will be many events occurring around you and you may struggle to keep a footing, feeling as if you're being thrown off balance by what is happening to you. You are weathering the storm and the waves of emotion and anxiety may feel overwhelming. It's also been true. But not of today, but recently. When we encounter rough seas, we're being asked to expect the unexpected. We may be experiencing some major changes that will see us treading water in unfamiliar seas as we look for somewhere to shelter and wait until the oceans calm again. There's a lot of movement that can occur while travelling through rough waters, and if you find shelter along the way, you may struggle to resume in the direction you originally headed. That's true too. That's happened a few times to me. The gift of rough seas is its ability to totally change your environment, to take you from an environment that is no longer working and transfer you to somewhere entirely different. Often this change is so massive that without the chaos and upheaval of the storm to carry you along, you may never arrive at your destination. Well, I've been there, but I don't really want to go there again. But I know it can be very metaphorical too, because a lot of things that go wrong in life end up being good things. And my daughter was away. I only found out a couple of days ago, and it's quite a big thing when my daughter's away, because it is upheaval and it is chaos, because the children are really upset because they miss her, and everything is kind of different, but it hasn't been too bad. The only chaos so far has been that light breaking down. Oh, and I'm dropping water on cards, I guess, but I didn't tip the coffee over earlier, which was I was quite close. Couldn't believe it. When I was shuffling the cards, the coffee cup was right there, and I just didn't notice it this morning. Anyway, there we are, and we've got our rough seas and our death card. We're changing. Lightning's beautiful though. It's nice to watch it. We had a tree cleaved by lightning, a fig tree. It was crazy. It grew back again, twice as vibrant as ever. It happens to grapevines too. You know, if you set fire to a grapevine and burn it down, it grows back amazingly thick and luxurious, and you get loads and loads of grapes. There we go. That's today. That's our rough seas and our Mount Doom. Right, I've rambled. I'm going to go and get on, and then and I might have to make the other half of the video tomorrow, because I don't think I'm going to get time today. It's been pretty busy, but I am transforming. I do feel lots of transformation happening. I wasn't expecting to make that video yesterday, that's for sure. Being on the camera, that's definitely new and uncharted territory that I've been pushed into. Maybe, you know, and it's rough and it's chaotic and it's full of anxiety, so it could be talking about that. I didn't think about that. Sometimes you've got to be a bit lateral. And when it's a daily card, you know, it's different. It's a different thing. When you're doing a reading, is one, you know, and for a period, you roughly know the set time period. But when it's a daily card, it is kind of a transitional kind of thing. Okay. Oh, I saw the moon last night. It's too cloudy tonight, but I saw the moon last night. It was stunning. It was the most beautiful silver cradle moon. Oh, gorgeous. It's just, don't you just want to hold it? Oh, I love it. It was so gorgeous. Okay, I've cheered myself up now because I've got this card going the right way. And the transformation, having to go through the fear and the rite of passage. And the worrying. I mean, I worried away in the video, and the next video about what I was doing. I just ramble along to myself quite happily. You know, it's kind of okay. Bye. Okay, I've just been on a mission. The card I've got to admit, the cards disturbed me a little bit. Getting the Mount Doom and the Rough Sea card. What have I done with that? Oh, it's in here. And I wanted to, I think the thing I came up with about the being afraid of the whole video and camera thing was actually a pretty good interpretation of that kind of change for me. Because as I said, if it's an oracle card and it's a daily card, a daily draw card, it's about then. It relates to then. And at the moment, that's what I'm doing in this thing, the daily draws. So it's a different concept to a reading. But the two cards coming together, and there has been the chaos as well of the kids, so I haven't had time to do anything. I haven't got my box from the thingy because time's run out today. But I did go off and have another look around because I wanted to find a couple of things. I was reminded of remember last the other week we got the I Am Kali card from the Oracle of Shadow and Light, from Death Comes Rebirth, and that is number 13. That's quite true, and I remember I saw that card as really positive, so I dragged that one out again. And then the Poe card, which he's always associated with death, and that's about the time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom, which is very on point at the moment. And then another thing, I got a message. I have some speakers that I got, and I fell in love with them 25 years ago. I used to be really into hi-fi, and they're old tech. They're studio monitors. They're great big things. I'll take a picture and put them in the video, and they're just amazing. I love the grungy look of them. I just love them so much. But I can't afford hi-fi here. I had to sell my old valve amp years ago, and these are from the 70s, but they give a really live sound because they're studio monitors. So I finally sold them, getting on for a year ago, but the guy couldn't afford them, but I wanted the right person to have them, and I mean, they've travelled across the world with me, and they're big. So I was really wanted them to go to a really good home. You know, like if you sell a house or something you love, you really want it to go to a good home. And the reason I hung on to them is because, you know, I didn't think anyone would appreciate them, and these things need love. So then this guy contacted me, and he'd seen them when I'd put them for sale before, and then I'd taken off the market again. And he's the one. We had conversations, and he's the guy, and he paid a deposit. And then I didn't hear from him for ages, and he paid another, but I wasn't worrying about it. And then he contacted me saying he's been to Japan to earn some money, and he's coming to buy them and pay the rest of the money at hopefully the beginning of October. Now, because this camera, as I said, another lens on it has died, and you've only got 3, so there's only one left on my phone, I decided I'm going to get another camera. But the one I decided to get was a little pocket camera, and it was out of stock everywhere. And then I got a thing saying it was going to be in stock in a local, like, camera hi-fi electronic shop, and it wasn't. And then I must have signed up to another thing. I got a voucher, a deal, like if you spend so much money, you get 30% off. So I went for that deal, and I'm getting this little pocket camera, which will be very exciting, and I'll show you. I'm going to have to put it on overdraft till I get paid for the speakers, but I need to get it. So there we go. That is a change, and that was the end of one thing, the end of something, and the beginning of a new thing, which really does relate to this time for change, to learn something new, which I'm doing, and the death. But the other thing, and also, because, you know, death is Scorpio is related to the death card in the tarot. The moon, the new moon, the brand new moon that I spoke about last night, which is an ultimate rebirth, the dying and the being born again. And you get the black moon when it's completely still. It's probably one of my favourite times. And the moon's in Scorpio too. So it all came together again. It's amazing. And then I just wanted to, if you don't know Richard Bach, well, you're really missing out. His books are incredible. So this one is Illusions, and he wrote Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Brilliant. Even though I've got that thing, that book is amazing. Illusions is really brilliant. And there is a quote in this book, and you'll probably all know it, but I wanted to share it anyway. And it's the Messiah talking to the apprentice in the book. I'll do a review of it another time. But the quote is, it's here, you see that? What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls the butterfly. How amazing, how true, how incredible. And I get so sad when my caterpillars go into their chrysalis, because, you know, they're going through pain and they're going to dissolve into green goo, and I don't want them to, and I get to be friends with them. They're my big furry munching buddies, you know. I don't want them to dissolve into green goo, but I do want them to be the butterfly. So it is that really painful. I mean, it's not a casual flow, you know. It's like dipping in a warm bath kind of thing. It is a pain. It's pain. You have to go through something. And then this release and let go, like childbirth. And I've done that 4 times. Yeah, so you know, I wanted to share all that anyway. I wanted this to be more positive, and I know I was going to unbox the thing, but I didn't have time to go and fetch it. So maybe tomorrow. So there we go, that's day 25. I'm really, really thankful for you all being here and putting up with me, and I'm just loving it, and I'm so excited about things that are coming. Okay, thanks, bye.